Hi there, you are watching Teen Book Talk with Stacey at the Goffstown Public Library. I am Stacey, I'm the Teen Services Library Assistant. Today, I have 3 graphic novels that I would like to share with you. They are 3 teen graphic novels. You do not need to worry about taking any notes. The titles and the authors will be in the description field below this video, and I'll also list if these books are available on downloadable services. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's just get on with the books. Okay, grab yourself some warm apple cider, or maybe some cinnamon tea, or better yet, some pumpkin spice coffee. Yes, I know all of those things are reminiscent of fall, and they're just to set the mood for our first graphic novel, Pumpkinheads by Rowell. Now, this graphic novel was one of the most anticipated of 2019, and honestly, I have to say, I don't think it disappointed. Our 2 main characters, Josiah and Deja, are seasonal best friends. See, they come back every season to work at this pumpkin patch together. And on this pumpkin patch, it's not just picking pumpkins. There's food barns and animals and corn mazes, so kind of like a state fair. But this time, they're coming back for their final shift together. See, both Josiah and Deja are moving on to college to put their mark on the world. And it's bittersweet. Josiah's having a real hard time because this is the last shift they're going to work together. And he's having a hard time with that. He's feeling really nostalgic. The other thing about Josiah is that he loves working at this pumpkin patch, and he's also quite the rule follower. Someone else I know. I like that. But Deja, now she's more of a free spirit, and honestly, she wants this last shift to be remarkable. She wants to go out with a bang, do everything that they can do possibly in this last shift. All 200 pages or so are about their final shift at the pumpkin patch. And you'd think that that might be boring, 200 pages of a final shift, but really it's not. And that's because there is so much going on. We have a mime with a pumpkin head. We have an angry goat. We have the search for Fudge Girl. And then, of course, we have disaster at the Succotash Hut. And I will tell you, the only thing that I probably didn't like about this graphic novel was the inclusion of the Succotash Hut. Really, if you're going to a fair, is that where you want to eat? I digress though. Really, this was a cute, endearing, entertaining, and delightful read. You definitely should check it out. And don't forget, it is a graphic novel for a reason, the illustrations. And while you could get swept up in the conversations between Josiah and Deja, please make sure you're taking a look at all of the crazy illustrations and what's going on around it. That's what really makes the story. Moving right along, we are at graphic novel number 2, and this is Mooncakes by Suzanne Walker. This graphic novel reunites 2 friends who have not seen each other in a while. First, we have Nova. Nova is a witch who also works in her grandmother's bookshop. This graphic novel pulled me in right at bookshop. But we also have her childhood friend, Tam. And now Nova finds Tam, who is a werewolf, fighting off an evil force in the forest. It's soon revealed that Nova and Tam, under the tutelage of Nova's nanas, will need to combine their forces if they want to fight off this evil power. And yes, werewolves have powerful magic. My mind was blown. The autumnal colors in this graphic novel are stunning, and you definitely get a fall feel and a New England fall feel at that. Yeah, I know we're talking about fall again. I'm not trying to rush the seasons. It is my favorite season. And have we talked about pumpkin spice coffee? Honestly, they should have that year round. But yeah, the fall theme is beautiful in this story, but the most beautiful is the fact that diversity permeates all the way through the graphic novel. So let's start with Nova. So Nova, first of all, is Chinese American, but she's also hearing impaired. And then we have Nova's nanas. That's 2 grandmothers. They are in a loving domestic relationship together. And then, of course, there is Tam. Now, Tam is also Chinese American and non-binary. And throughout this novel, the pronouns they and them are used. This is an enchanting story about witchcraft and demons, family, and love. You're not going to want to miss this one. So how much do you know about the Japanese internment camps that through the order of the government imprisoned innocent people right here in the United States back in 1942? Well, I'll tell you, back when I was in high school, some years ago, this was an event that probably got a whole one sentence in my history textbook. I'm hoping today that more young people are aware of this dark spot in U.S. history, and I'm sure that they are because of this nonfiction graphic novel right here. It is a graphic novel memoir called They Called Us Enemy by George Takei. So this graphic novel, this memoir, tells the story of a young George Takei. Now, George Takei is an actor, most well known as an original member of Star Trek, but besides that, he's also an author and an activist. So in this graphic novel, George Takei is about 4 or 5 years old, and he wakes up to find the country that he was born in has declared that his family and others like it, meaning those of Japanese descent, are to be rounded up and relocated to camps that are surrounded by barbed wire and armed guards. This is not a fiction dystopian novel. This is a real-life event. And in this memoir, Takei gives a first-hand account of those years behind the barbed wire, of the joys and the terrors of growing up under legalized racism, his mother's hard choices she had to make, and also his father's faith in democracy. Really, it was those experiences that planted the seeds for his astonishing future. And I took that right from the publisher's reviews because honestly, anything I tried to come together on my own just did not do it justice. There is a saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I will say the illustrations in this book bring that saying to life. The grayscale drawings show the fear, the rejection, and the intense emotion that sometimes words cannot convey. What I loved most about this story was how Takei spoke about his family's belief in resiliency, dignity, and humanity, despite what they endured. This is a graphic novel that should not be ignored. So that is our teen book talk today. I loved sharing these 3 titles with you. If you have a book that you would like to share, why not leave it in the comments below this video? If you're enjoying these book talks and the other content that we have on our YouTube channel, please make sure you let us know. You can comment here, you can comment on our Facebook page, on our teen Facebook page, and on Instagram. To get the most up-to-date YouTube content and to make sure that you don't miss any fabulous videos, please subscribe to Goffstown Public Library's YouTube channel. So thanks for joining me again today. Until next time, happy reading.